Shrinking Teacher. I am coming to you for an update. I am pre-op VSG. I'm having surgery on December 10th, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. John Bruce out of Bariatric Specialist of North Carolina in Cary, North Carolina. And I'm coming to you for a non-negotiable update. So I'm not sure if I like this lighting. I feel like I'm looking up, but anyway, it'll work. So I also want to give you the first body shot. I guess this would be my before body shot of where I am. So I am 32 years old. I am 5'6", and today I am 279 pounds. I was 278 a couple of days ago, but I'll get into that in just a minute. So a couple weeks ago, I started my non-negotiable goals with myself, and I did this because I really wanted to tell myself that I can make promises to myself and keep those promises, because I am worth keeping a promise to. So the first thing I gave up was caffeine. It has been a pretty steady. I don't crave caffeine now. If I want it, I did have some regular coffee this morning, but it's like once a week. It's not a habitual thing anymore like it was. Second thing I started doing was logging on my FitnessPal, which I've continued to do regularly. Once again, I'm not perfect. I might miss a day here or there. I did not log yesterday, but I'll tell you why shortly. I have also, the third thing I did was give up refined sugar, which for me, I feel like I've done really well at. I've just kind of made up in my head that I'm not going to have dessert. I'm not going to have sugar in my decaf coffee. I'm not going to have, ice cream or candy or any of those things. And I've actually done pretty well with that. I've cheated a couple times, but it was a conscious choice. It was not a knee-jerk reaction of having to have sugar because of a craving, which I think is a good thing. This past week, I challenged the ladies and gentlemen on my December 2015 Sleevers Facebook support group to drink 64 ounces of water. I believe I did that every day this week. Water was not a big struggle for me. So that's just kind of where I am. So I'm going to start a new one on Monday. And I actually, to help me out with this one, I pulled out, this is really gross, but I pulled out my retainers from when I had braces in high school. And I haven't worn them in years. So, a big hang-up that I have, huge hang-up that I have, is late night binge snacking. And it has usually always been a crunchy, salty, cheesy, fried snack that I'm going for. I'm going for chips or veggie straws or crackers and hummus or Cheez-Its. And to be quite honest, it's not a serving. It's not 2 servings. It's a bowl of goldfish or a half a box of crackers or a sleeve of saltine crackers. And so what I'm going to do this week is after dinner, and we'll see how it goes. After dinner, I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to pop my handy dandy retainers in, and you can drink water with retainers, but you can't drink anything else or eat anything else. And I'm going to abstain from late night snacking this week. A huge portion of my caloric intake comes from late night snacking. And usually, if I'm eating it by myself. and I am doing it after my husband has gone to bed, or he's watching a movie, or whatever, and we've kind of wound down for the evening. And I think this is going to be one of the hardest ones to break, because it is where the head hunger comes in play, and it's not a true hunger. I'm not hungry after dinner. I eat, plenty of protein and, vegetables and carbs and stuff with my dinner that, at 8, 9 o'clock after the kids go to bed. I just want to satisfy my inner, my inner fat girl, my inner munchies, I guess, for wanting that salty, crunchy something. And, especially with going into my liquid diet soon, I feel like this is a big one for me to tackle. So I've had some small successes with, tracking my weight, my food, my water, not eating, dessert or sugar. But I think this salty, crunchy thing is something that's going to be a big one for me to overcome. So that's kind of where I am. Okay, that's where I am right now. Let me get back to this past week. I've said this on previous videos that I'm a high school teacher, and I'm letting everybody know where I work. But anyway, I work in a high school here in North Carolina, and I'm a foods teacher, and what does that mean? I teach family and consumer sciences to high school students. I teach what used to be called home economics, but I am a proud family and consumer science teacher, and I've been teaching for, this is my 11th year, and I love it. But along with my job comes cooking demonstrations and cooking labs with my students, which I love. That is the best part of my job, is the cooking labs and the demonstrations. So this past week, we've been doing yeast spreads with my Foods 2 students, and it has been a blast. We do pizza, homemade pizza crust, and then I let them pick their own recipe, and it had to be a 2-day yeast spread lab because I had to have time to proof overnight. And so yesterday actually, my kids made some amazing yeast spreads. We had several groups do soft pretzels. We had a group do monkey bread, and that turned out terribly because they did not follow the recipe at all. I had a group do breadsticks like the ones at Olive Garden. I had a group do Texas Roadhouse type rolls. So I have 2 classes like this, and the 2 classes have 5 kitchens. So I had 10 groups making bread yesterday. And so as the teacher, I like to sample and see how my kids did. Well, I demoed biscuits yesterday, so I had one of the biscuits I made. And then 3rd block, they made all these wonderful yeast spreads, and I tasted all of them. And then 4th block, same thing, they made all these yeast spreads. I did not end up eating lunch yesterday because of all of the bread that I had. And I was kind of inwardly mourning having to give up bread. And so I kind of treated it like my last hurrah with carbs, because it was like a carb overload. Of course, yesterday I did not track on my FitnessPal. I probably ate 5,000 calories worth of bread. I don't even know. And then my husband and I had a date night last night, and I ate some of that good old movie theater style buttered popcorn from the movie theater. We went and saw War Room. Wonderful movie. Highly recommend it. Awesome takeaways, personal, spiritual takeaways from that movie. So, anyway, today's a new day. And I, went back and tracked my food for today. Not making the best choices in the world, but I'm keeping the rules that I gave myself at this point. So I need to get on my water today, because I haven't been sipping on my water like I need to today. So upcoming week, I'm gonna try not to snack after dinner, and maybe I'll put in there, unless it's a unless it's a healthy snack. I don't know. Maybe I don't even need to give myself that freedom because I'll probably screw up. So I guess the last thing I want to do is show you myself and kind of give you a before shot. So hold tight. Okay, so here I am. I am 5'6". I am 279 pounds. I wear a women's size 22 jeans. I have some that are 24s, some that are 20s, but you know, pretty much a 22. You can see kind of my legs. They're, you know, pretty good sized legs. You can notice my proportions. I am much larger on top than I am on bottom. I am pretty large busted. But that's where I am. I'll turn so you can see the back. The back of me is pretty flat. But anyway, so I guess that's my first before kind of body shot. So we'll see how all of my surgery goes. One last thing, I will be starting my liquid diet the day after Thanksgiving, which is a Friday, the 27th. It will be comprised of 2 Bariatric Advantage shakes during the day, 1 lean and green meal at night, and 2 either bars or crisps from the Bariatric Advantage company for 1 week. For 7 days. The next 7 days, the week before my surgery, I will be on only liquids, 5 shakes a day. So that's where I am. And I will continue to update you guys probably a couple more times before surgery. Thanks so much for your support, and definitely share my channel, subscribe, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.